Friends, we all understand very well what is the importance of money in life, and today every person is running so much in his life only to earn money and become rich because every person in this world wants to become rich. And to become rich, he works hard. But then a moment comes when he gets tired and gives up. And despite working hard, his dream of becoming rich is shattered as if someone had built a sand castle on the seashore. It may have been built, and a wave of water may have razed that palace to the ground, but still there are many people in this world who have a mine of wealth. These are the people who never have to think about spending it. If India is talking about them, big names like Jeff Bezos, owner Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg are included. But we all know that these people also started their career from zero. So what was the special thing about them? What was the special understanding? What these people had was, and they have brought themselves to such a position that today the world salutes them. So friends, the book 7 Money Rules for Life, written by Mary Hunt, explains some such rules. Well, from the name of this book itself, it can be understood that Mary Hunt must be talking about some such rules which should be followed in life. Any common person can become special by adopting this and can fulfill his dream of being rich. This book is a great book for those people who want to maintain the beauty of life forever. This book is for those people who, if you're looking for the secret of becoming rich in life, then friends, in today's audiobook, we will share the same secret with you. After knowing which, you will also be able to know the rules of earning money, and these rules are so simple that by following them no one can become rich. Any person can become rich. Mary Hunt has told in this book that in fact, some people use their understanding and intelligence to understand the rules of money, which gives them a positive attitude which helps them in earning wealth and moving forward in life. Through this book, Mary Hunt explains why you should not think that a degree does not matter to become rich. But it is more important to bring more than the education of a degree in your life to become rich, and she says that have financial intelligence. We have often heard people talking that there is always financial intelligence in life. Since we understand about financial freedom, let's start with the first rule of getting financial freedom, which is rich people do not work for money. Author says most of the people in the world are stuck in the rat race. They get good education, get big degrees, and then after getting a job, get married and buy a house, then buy a car on loan, and then they spend their whole life in that situation. They spend the money earned from their jobs to pay off their house and car loans, and as soon as they get a good offer or a higher paying job, they again buy expensive things on loan without even realizing it. It doesn't happen that they work very hard, but the real benefit of their hard work goes to their boss or their company, and they remain trapped in the rat race of loans, and hence they have to work for money all their life even if they do not want to. But rich people also do not work for money, but money works for them. This is a golden line which you can write somewhere. So let us move ahead to the second rule of becoming rich, which is financial education to become rich. It is important to have. Friends, the author says that school or college prepares us to become a better servant. Our education system is designed in such a way that we have to study well and get a degree from a good college so that we can get an excellent certificate, due to which we can get a job and become a better servant. Although education is necessary, but it is not necessary that that education should be done for the job. Today's truth is that it is very difficult to become rich through job. It can be said that it is almost impossible. Because the person who does a job, knowingly or unknowingly goes into a comfort zone, and like others, he also remains trapped in the rat race. To become rich, we should know the difference between two things. The first is asset and second is liabilities. Let us tell you that assets are those things which put money in our pocket, i.e. from which we earn money, and liabilities are those things which take money out of our pocket, i.e. increase our expenses. Example of asset. It may be like we bought a house and gave it on rent from which we are earning, and it is called liabilities, like you bought a car on loan for show or bought some other expensive thing whose bill you have to pay every month. And such things will be called liabilities, and that is why if a person wants to become rich and successful, then he should buy only assets and stay away from liabilities, and some things are never taught to us in school or college. like how to earn money from money and why it is very important for us to have financial knowledge. Then let us know the third rule of becoming rich, which is to focus on your work. Friends, the author says that whenever I ask a question to any person that what work do they do, their answer is that I am a banker, I am a doctor, or I am a teacher. Then again, I ask them, do you have your own bank? Do you have your own hospital, or do you have your own school? Then all of them the answer is no, I just work there. Then the author says that if you work there, then what is your own work? What work do you do for yourself? Then the answer comes, nothing, and many such people do it for others. We spend our whole life in making others rich by working. That is why it is said that keep working to earn your living, but focus on your own work. You can do some business on the side for yourself, even if you do not set up a big company. Do it, but you create some assets for yourself which are your own and will earn you some extra money, and those small assets that you create, those assets will make you rich one day. There is always a fourth rule of becoming rich. Work for learning and progress. Don't work for money. The author says that many people are always worried about their job. They go to office on time in the morning, work, and keep following the rat race for a long time. They might feel that they love their work very much, but it is not so. They have the fear of being fired from the job, the fear of salary being cut, the fear of not being able to repay the loan, the fear of incurring expenses. All these fears force a person to do a job, but the author Zuffer says that if a person wants to become rich, then he must learn something new every day, which increases his ability to think and understand. That poor people work so that they can get some money, and rich people work so that they can learn more and become good at their work and can build their own business. This is the difference between the poor and the rich. It happens that the fifth rule of becoming rich is to buy time. Which thing is more important for you, time or money? Which of the two do you try to save more? Do you like to travel by passenger train or by superfast train? See, retired people are passengers. They like the train more because the fare is less. Passenger train journey takes more time, but retired people usually do not feel any shortage of time. They always have time. On the other hand, busy people travel by superfast train because they are short of time and they can make good use of the remaining time. Very busy people travel by plane because their time is even more valuable. The person whose time is more valuable is more likely to save it. If you try to save more money than time, it means that you do not give much importance to your time. On the other hand, people who consider time more important, they try their best to save it. In a way, they buy time. Where's the point that time cannot be bought? But believe me, you can buy time. This is what the owners of companies do. Just think about the product of any owner of a company. Does not produce the product, does not distribute it, does not manage it, does not sell it, but he gets the profit. The owner of the company pays salaries to the employees and makes them do the work as per his wish. In other words, the owner of the company buys the time of others. If you want to save time, learn to buy time. This is the sixth rule of becoming rich. Make financial goals. If you do not have any goals, then your success is doubtful. If you do not know where you want to reach, then you will not reach anywhere. Just like before going on a journey, you should know where you want to go. In the same way, you should also know where you want to reach in the economic field. Only then you can reach there. If you do not have any destination, then how will you plan to reach there? And how will you move in that direction if you want to reach there in life? If you want to do something, then know that work will not be done without goals. There are two types of goals: general goals and fixed goals. General goals are of this type: I will work harder, I will increase my work efficiency, I will increase my ability, etc. On the other hand, clear goals are like I will work 8 hours every day, or I will earn Rs. 000 every month, or I will do a course in software designing. Vague goals are those which can be measured or tested. The more vague the goal, the less likely you are to succeed. The higher are the chances. The seventh rule of becoming rich is the obstacles that come in the way of wealth. The author says that everyone wants to become rich, and at some point of time in life, every person tries to go on the path of wealth, but there are some obstacles in between. There are such obstacles due to which a person is not able to become rich. Here 5 such obstacles have been talked about which prevent any person from becoming rich. The first obstacle is that most of the people in the world are not able to remain happy after becoming rich, or because the fear they feel after becoming rich is many times more than the fear they had in poverty, and that fear is the fear of losing money again, the fear of becoming poor again, the fear of being insulted in front of people, and the reason for this fear. Due to this, that person is not able to progress much. They are rich in appearance, but from inside they are completely scared. Hence, if a person wants to become rich, then first of all he has to kill his fear. The second obstacle is dilemma, i.e. doubt. Before starting any work or investing their money, most of the people do not understand, and they think that if their money gets lost, then they are afraid to invest, and due to this fear they try something new. The third obstacle is laziness. To save time, you should avoid laziness. Whenever any difficult task comes in front of us, we start doing it out of laziness and postpone it, and this is where some people say this and miss many big opportunities. I waste that. I am not ready for this right now. I have a lot of time right now. I will do this work later. The fourth obstacle is bad habits. You should avoid bad habits like cigarettes and alcohol. Apart from this, there are many other bad habits, which one major habit that wastes both your money and time is to speak ill of others or to talk about one another. Arguing or fighting is also a bad habit which increases stress in your mind. It would be better to give up such habits. The fifth obstacle is a Pareto's rule of 20-80. Pareto's rule of 20-80 is very important for the best use of time because after knowing it we can use time optimally. According to Parrot, your 20 priorities will give you 80% results provided you invest your time, energy, money, and staff on your top 20 priorities. That is, we get our 80% results in 20% time. This also means that most of our time, that is, 80% of the time, is wasted only in achieving the result. If we want to make the best use of our time, then it is necessary that we find out that 20% of meaningful time and save it as much as possible from getting wasted because time is important. Correct use can make even a poor person rich. So friends, let's end today's book summary here. If you like this book summary even a little, then do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.